Hello, third graders. Mrs. Pearcy's class. I am super excited to be here with you guys. Hopefully you weren't too tired of me yet because now you're stuck with me for 3 more years. Well, I know we didn't get to have the end of year that we hope to have at Columbia, so I'm really grateful to be able to kind of transition with you guys here to Riddle and be your counselor for the next 3 years. I've got your class list right here in front of me. You, of course, are the third grade virtual class, so we're really excited you're still with us, and I know that Mrs. Pearcy and myself and the rest of the team at Riddle is committed to making this a great experience for you, even if you're not physically here with us. So let me give a quick shout out to your class. We've got Piper, Connor, Ashlyn, Xavier, Alyssa, Dakota, Rowan, Seth, Sarah E. We've got Deshaw, Braxton, Kira, and Bentley. Did I get everybody? All right. That sounds like a pretty awesome class to me. I definitely remember some of you guys from kindergarten, most of you actually. I love it. Okay, so today what we're going to do is kind of a combo lesson. This lesson is going to have 2 different parts. The first part is we are going to create what's called a time capsule. You guys ever heard of a time capsule? Sometimes in movies or shows, they show a time capsule as maybe taking like a metal box or some type of container and putting things inside of it that are meaningful to you right now. So that could be like a special letter from someone. It could be maybe like a friendship bracelet. Lots of different things people will put in these time capsules, and then they close them up tight and they bury them in their backyard or something, somewhere that they won't be found for many, many, many years. And then the idea is when it's found, you open it up and you're like, oh, I remember this. I remember this letter or this person that I was friends with then. And so what I want to do is create kind of a time capsule. We're not going to bury anything. Don't worry, Mr. B. We won't, tear up the yard. But we are just going to do them on paper. So if you were here in person, I would give you this paper that says about me. But instead, I'm going to give it to you virtually. You're going to fill out this Google form that you're looking at right now. Then I'm going to kind of fill this in for you. Then I'm going to tuck this away, and we will get it out again at the end of this school year. So May of 2021 is the next time we're going to look at this, okay? So this is all about you. I've got all your favorite things. Then over here, I want you to tell me about who your friends are right now. And I would love to know how old you are, and if you know your shoe size, and something else that I should know about you. What's something that maybe I don't already know? I'll tell you what mine is. If I get too hungry, it turns into hangry. Have you guys heard of this? Where you're so hungry, you get angry. So that's something people should know about me, that they need to make sure they don't make me miss my lunch. Okay? So that's something I just want to know something about you that's important. Okay, so this has a couple of different purposes. First, it helps me get to know you better. Of course, I hope I knew you pretty well at Columbia, but a lot of time has passed since then, and I bet you guys have grown and changed. And so I want to know who you are as a third grader. I want to know more about you. And then it also helps you to start thinking about all the things that make you special and unique. It's really important to me, boys and girls, that we all know that while none of us are the same, we are all special in our own ways, okay? So I know that no 2 people are going to fill this out exactly the same. We might have the same color, or we might like the same snack, but there's going to be some differences. And that's exactly how it should be, because we're all unique. So I want you to think as you fill this out, like, I wonder if anybody else would say this, or is it just me? And that's part of what makes you really unique and special. And then, of course, it helps me get to know you. That's another part. And then lastly, I think it'll be fun for you guys to take a look at this again at the end of 3rd grade and think, oh, that's right, I loved that movie back in the beginning of 3rd grade. Or, oh my gosh, I forgot about that song. So So I think it'll be a neat activity to kind of end the school year when the time comes to. Okay, so I hope you'll take the time to fill out that form. I'll get the answers onto here, and then we will lock them up. No burying, but we will put them away until May of next year, 2021. Okay? All right. Second piece of today's lesson is talking about SMART goals. Now, as the year goes on, we're going to come back to this. We're going to talk more about goal setting and the importance of, really being intentional and planning. Like, here's the things I want to achieve. Have you guys given much thought to what you really want to achieve in third grade? Maybe not. That's okay. This is a chance for you to start thinking about some of your goals for the third grade. Now, these could be things having to do with school. They could be maybe you want to become a stronger reader. Maybe there's some math concepts that you really want to learn. It could be, that you want to make sure you're engaging and coming to school virtually every day. There could be lots of different goals as far as school. Your goal could also be something that's outside of school. So your goal might be, like if you play an instrument, maybe you're working really hard to learn how to play a tricky song. Or if you're into sports, maybe there's a specific move or play that you're trying to learn. This could be anything, boys and girls. And again, it's going to be specific to you. Your goal is probably going to be different than everyone else's goal. And what I want to do today is just take you through the parts of a great goal. When you go to set a goal, here's the ways you know if it's going to be an awesome goal. And this is also on the Google form. So you are going to fill out these answers for me. Then I'll transfer them over here. It's on the back of your time capsule. So this is all going to go away, and then you'll get to see it again at the end of the year, okay? But we're going to touch on goals again later. This won't be the last time we talk about goals. Okay, so the idea behind a SMART goal. Boys and girls, do you know what I mean when I say an acronym? An acronym is just a way of saying when we have a list of items, we can take the first letter from each of those words and we can use it to spell its own word. So down the side here, you'll see S-M-A-R-T. Of course, together that spells SMART. And that helps us remember the 5 pieces to a really solid goal, okay? So the first piece is specific. We have to be specific when we're planning our goals. What exactly do I want to happen? So like I said, saying something like, I want to be a good student, while I like that you want to do that, a good student could mean something different to lots of different people. Maybe for one person, being a good student means getting certain grades. Maybe to another person, being a good student means learning to get along better with other people. I would argue those both help you be a good student, but I want you to get real specific. What part of being a good student do you want to work on? Or, I want to be a great soccer player. What part do you really want to focus on? Do you want to be better at dribbling? Do you want to be better at taking shots? Do you want to be a stronger defender? Does that make sense? So we're trying to get real specific here on our goal. The next part of the SMART goal is the M. For this, our goal has to be measurable. This means we have to know when we've reached our goal. What will happen that tells us you did it, you reached your goal, okay? If you are, for instance, a chess player and you want to get really good at chess, then maybe you'll know you've reached your goal when you beat your brother who always beats you, right? So how will you know when you've reached that goal? What will happen that will tell you you got it? Your goal has to be attainable. With hard work, it's possible to reach this goal by the deadline. So I want you guys to set big goals for yourself, but they also have to be something that are possible, right? What if I said, I want to go to the moon next month? it's probably not going to happen, right? There's too many things I'm missing that I've never done to prepare for a trip to the moon. Now, for you to say, in my life, I want to get to the moon, that could be an attainable goal for you, especially if you love science and you're ready to study really hard and go to college. You could actually make that goal happen, okay? Probably for me, probably not going to happen. Okay, next, the R in SMART is for realistic and relevant. So this is something that your goal has to be something that is important enough for you to be able to put a specific plan into place. So if you say, I want to get all A's and B's in third grade, maybe, then what do you need to do to achieve that? You probably have to make sure you're tuning in every day to your Zoom calls. Make sure you're completing all your assignments. Make sure you're asking questions when things come up that you don't understand. So see what I mean? Specific things that you know you need to do to reach that goal. And then last, the T in SMART is time bound. This is where you set a deadline for yourself. I will reach this goal by when? Now, goals can be short-term or long-term. So you can have a goal just for this week. Maybe this week you say, I want to set a goal for myself that I'm going to remember and get on all of my classroom Zoom calls. Great. That could be just for, on Friday, you'll know whether you met that goal. Or you may have some goals for fifth grade. Could be grades. Could be that you want to set a goal for making some new friends. Like, I want to make 3 new friends this year. You could even have goals that are long-term. So you could have goals for when you graduate. Think about this. You could say to yourself, I want to earn an honors diploma when I graduate from high school. And that means you took challenging classes and you did your best and you earned a special diploma. So that would be an amazing goal to set for you. You would have to make some specific steps for how you're going to get there. But your goals could be very short term or they could be a little longer term. You decide when you're going to meet this goal by, okay? So I'm going to shrink myself down a little bit and take you through the rest of this form. So first is the time capsule, kind of getting to know you, all of your favorite things. And you're just going to click in here and put your answer. Then we kind of move into the SMART goals. And this is where you'll see what exactly do I want to happen. You're going to fill in there what's your goal. Measurable. I will know I have reached my goal when, what is that thing that you're going to know you've reached your goal? When this happens, I'll know I did it. Attainable. Is this possible? Is this goal possible to reach by the deadline? Yes, maybe, or I don't know, maybe not. Realistic and relevant. My goal is important enough for me to put a plan in action, and here is my plan. And then time bound. I'm going to reach my goal. You can choose the end of the semester, the end of, yours will say third grade, sorry, by the time you graduate, or you could put even by the end of the week. Put anything you want there. So it just depends on how your goal is going to go. Okay. All right. I thank you guys very much for taking the time to watch this video today. And I would love it if you would fill out the form. Even if you can't get it all filled out, fill out some of it. I would love to just hear from you, see how you're doing, get some, new information about you. Third graders, I'm thrilled to be here with you. If you need anything, the other thing is at the end of that, I didn't get down that far, but the end of your form is going to say, I would like to talk to Mrs. Gard. If at any time, just like when we were at Columbia, if you feel like there's something you'd like to chat with me about, just let me know. I can send you an email. We can schedule a time to talk, or you can just kind of send me an email about it. I'm here, okay? Just as if you were in this building, I'm here for you, and I would be more than happy to talk with you or meet with you anytime, okay? All right, I think that's it, third grade. Thanks, and I'll see you soon, okay? Bye.